Sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. The sexual reproduction is carried out by, so there is 3 steps. One is called plasmogamy, second one karyogamy, followed by meiosis. So in that sexual reproduction generally carried out gametangial fusion. Gametangial fusion. So during that sexual reproduction, in that gametangial fusion, those mycelia are fuses with each other. Those two mycelia are fused to form into another mycelia. This first mycelia is called primary mycelium. This is the primary mycelium. So in that primary mycelium, so this is also primary mycelium. These two are the primary mycelium. One is said to be plus strain and another one is called minus strain. So these are uninucleate. So when those two are fused, only protoplasm is fused. That is called plasmogamy. Plasmogamy means fusion of protoplasm. That is called plasmogamy. So ఈ ప్లాస్మోగమీలో ఏమవుతుంది అంటే ఓన్లీ ప్రోటోప్లాజం ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతుంది, బట్ న్యూక్లియై డస్ నాట్ ఫ్యూజ్. సో ఈచ్ సెల్ possesses 2 nuclei. That another mycelium is called secondary mycelium. So in that secondary mycelium, each cell possesses how many nuclei? 2 nuclei. The type of condition is called dikaryotic or also called dikaryon. That condition is called dikaryon. Afterwards, so those 2 nuclei are fused to form into diploid nuclei. That is called karyogamy, means fusion of nucleus. That fusion of nucleus is called karyogamy. Fusion of nucleus is said to be karyogamy. So that karyogamy is a fusion of the nucleus. Afterwards, these are the non-embryophytes. Immediately, the cheese undergoes to the meiosis. Meiosis producing into haploid cells. Those are formed specialized structures. Those specialized multicellular structures are formed. Those multicellular structures are called fruiting bodies. Those multicellular structures are formed. Those multicellular structures are called fruiting bodies. So those type of fruiting bodies are formed within the 2 classes, Ascomycetes and Basidiomycetes. Fruiting bodies are absent in Phycomycetes and Deuteromycetes. Okay, so within that fruiting body, they are producing into haploid spores. Those haploid spores are germinate and producing into new mycelium. This is the sexual reproduction. In the life cycle, just in fungus, that life cycle is haplontic life cycle. What is the meaning of haplontic life cycle? That entire plant body is in the form of haploid condition. Haploid condition ante that is nothing but in higher plants gametophyte. So only the zygotes, when those 2 nuclei are fused, that cell is said to be zygote. That zygote is only the diploid cell in the entire life cycle of the fungus. That's why haplontic life cycle. Okay, ఇంతవరకు reproduction. Next we are going to the classification. So based on their థాలస్ అంటే మైసీలియం, మోడస్ ఆఫ్ న్యూట్రిషన్ based on the nature of protein body or based on the nature of sexual spores, that fungus will classified into, according to your syllabus, that fungus is classified into 4 classes. You can go to that one by one. Class Phycomycetes. Second one Ascomycetes. Third one Basidiomycetes. Fourth one Deuteromycetes. So these are commonly called algal fungi. These are sac fungi. These are club fungi. And these are imperfect fungi. So 4 classes are present. You can see the one by one. In that Phycomycetes, that mycelium is unicellular, branched, cenocytic, aseptate. So secta is present. Cenocytic mycelium is present. Cenocytic mycelium. So under cenocytic mycelium, so vegetative reproduction by fragmentation. Asexual, already explained it. Asexual by special spores. Those spores are called sporangiospores. The spores are sporangiospores. The sexual reproduction, gametangial fusion. That is the gametangial fusion. Okay, example, you know that one Rhizopus, bread mold. Second example, Mucor. Third example, Albugo. It causes white spots on mustard. That is the first one is the Phycomycetes. Next, come to the second one. So Ascomycetes. In that Ascomycetes, sac fungi. In that Ascomycetes, that mycelium is branched septate. Mycelium is branched and septate. Okay, so in this one, normally branched and septate mycelium is present. Asexually by fragmentation, some of these Ascomycetes members are growing the dung. Those are coprophilous. Those are called coprophilous. So this mycelium is branched septate. మధ్యలో క్రాస్ వాల్స్ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి ఏమంటాం సెప్టేట్. ఇంకా వెజిటేటివ్ బై ఫ్రాగ్మెంటేషన్, asexual by already told this conidia. Asexual by conidia. So during that sexual reproduction, so 2 mycelia are fused. This is the primary mycelia. This one is also uninucleate primary mycelia. Both are fused. Only plasmogamy takes place. Only, but not followed by immediate fusion of the karyogamy. That's why dinucleate condition is produced. That is called dikaryon. After onwards, on that one, specialized multicellular structure is formed. That multicellular structure is called fruiting body. That fruiting body of the Ascomycetes is called ascocarp. That fruiting body of the Ascomycetes is called ascocarp. When we are observing that ascocarp containing club-shaped specialized structures like this way, those club-shaped specialized structures are called ascus, plural asci. ascus or assay. So each after that meiosis, after that karyogamy followed by meiosis, each ascus produces 8 ascospores. Each ascus produces 8 ascospores. Okay, those are formed inside the ascus. That's why these spores are called ascospores. Each ascus produces how many ascospores? 8 ascospores. Those are formed inside that one now. That's why these are endogenous in origin. Those ascospores are endogenous in origin. So these are endogenous origin. So in this Ascomycetes, different types of fruiting bodies are produced. So according to your intermediate syllabus, 3 types of ascocarps. 3 types of ascocarps. What are those 3 types of ascocarps? Clistothecium, second one perithecium, and the third one apothecium. Clistothecium, it is a globular structure without any apical opening. Next, perithecium, it is a flask-shaped structure with apical opening. And apothecium is a cup-shaped structure like this way. This is the cup-shaped structure. This is called apothecium. These are the 3 types of ascocarps, especially in Ascomycetes. Okay, example you know very well, penicillium. That penicillin injection is obtained from to the Penicillium notatum. And second example, Aspergillus. Aspergillus are also produce the conidia. It produces the chemical citric acid. And also in this one of the example, Neurospora, that is utilized in genetic and biochemical work. And also costly mushrooms like morels and truffles, those are the delicacious food materials. All are present within the Ascomycetes. Next, come to the Basidiomycetes. So it is commonly called club fungi. In that Basidiomycetes, normally that mycelium is septate, branched, like this also. That mycelium is branched septate. So when we are observing that mycelium, in this one special thing, asexual reproduction is absent. Vegetative by fragmentation into Basidiomycetes. Vegetative by fragmentation, asexual reproduction is completely absent, but sexual reproduction is present. Sexual reproduction present, but special sex organs are absent. Sex organs are absent, but sexual reproduction is also present. During that sexual reproduction, what happened? So those 2 primary mycelia are produced. One is plus and another one is the minus with uninucleate. This is the primary plus mycelia. This one is the primary minus mycelia. So both are followed by only plasmogamy will take place. Plasmogamy does not followed by karyogamy. This mycelium is called secondary mycelium, are also called dikaryon. So it is also produce that secondary mycelium is also produce the fruiting body. That fruiting body of the fruiting body of the Basidiomycetes. The fruiting body of the Basidiomycetes is called basidiocarp. That is called basidiocarp. That basidiocarp produce club-like structure, club-shaped structures. These are called basidia. And that is, after that meiosis, each basidia produce 4 basidiospores. externally. Each basidia produce how many basidiospores? 4 basidiospores. So these are called basidiospores. Those are called ఏమని పేరు పెడదా? Basidiospores. So totally how many basidiospores from each basidia? 4 basidiospores. Those are produced externally. That's why these basidiospores are exogenous in origin. You can compare with the Ascomycetes, protein body, ascocarp. Each ascus produce 8 ascospores. Those are endogenous in origin. But when we are observing that Basidiomycetes, in that Basidiomycetes, each basidium produce 4 basidiospores. Those are externally means exogenous in origin. Those are exogenous in origin. So this is also another Basidiomycetes. ఇంకా లాస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ వస్తే that one mushrooms, agaricus is Basidiomycetes. Smut of sorghum is caused by Astilago, that is also Basidiomycetes. Rust in fungus, rust in wheat, Puccinia is also this one, Lycopodra and fubballs, or bracket fungi, or everything are belongs to Basidiomycetes. And last one is the Deuteromycetes. It is the fungus imperfect or imperfect fungi. ఎందుకన్నామంటే so there is no identification of the sexual reproduction. There is no perfect sexual reproduction in Deuteromycetes. That's why those are called imperfect fungi. ఇంకా mycelium septate branched, vegetative fragmentation, asexual by conidia. So conidia దేనిలో ఉంటాయంటే Ascomycetes, Deuteromycetes. Lot of parasites are also present in Deuteromycetes. Red rot of sugarcane is caused by one of the fungus that is called Colletotrichum. Phytophthora, blight of potato, it is also due to the Phytophthora fungus, belongs to Deuteromycetes. And also most important bit, so one of that fungus that is called Trichoderma, it is used as a biopesticide or biocontrol agent. That is also belongs to Deuteromycetes. This is the total fungus. Okay, so up to here total this chapter. We are going to that another chapter. So there is a short subheadings are there in biological classification. So first of all you can see the viruses. The study of viruses is called virology. So these viruses are the microscopic, submicroscopic biological entities that having the both living and non-living characters. What are the non-living characters? What are the non-living characters are present in viruses? When you are observing that structure of virus, only 2 components are present. One is called protein coat. So that protein coat is called capsid. Protein coat is capsid. That capsid containing subunits of the proteins, those are called capsomeres. So then after nucleic acid, that nucleic acid is the either DNA or RNA. That nucleic acid is either DNA or RNA. Okay. So that is the nucleic acid. There is no virus in both having DNA and RNA. ఏ వైరస్లో కూడా 2 ఉన్నాయి లేవు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడే చూడండి, వీఆర్ ఇన్ కరోనా. సో సెకండ్ వేవ్ కూడా స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయింది. కరోనాలో చూస్తే దట్ హ్యావింగ్ RNA, genetic material is the RNA. When we are observing that coronavirus structure, genetic material RNA, single stranded RNA covered with the protein coat. That protein coat is called capsid. Around that capsid there is another polysaccharide coat is present. Along with coat there are large number of spikes. So like this one. So the spikes are helpful to the attachment of that virus on the host tissue. సో ప్రపంచాన్ని వణికిస్తుంది జస్ట్ ఓన్లీ 2 components, ఒక RNA, ఒక క్యాప్సిడ్. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈస్ ద కరోనా వైరస్. సో వెన్ వీఆర్ అబ్జర్వింగ్ దట్ virus is the small microscopic, submicroscopic biological entities అని ఎందుకన్నాము అంటే it having lot of non-living characters. What are the non-living characters? So when these are present outside the cell, those are just like a non-living crystals. When we are observing inside that one, only protein coat, nucleic acid, no protoplasm, no cell organelles, no metabolism, no growth, no development, no replication. So all are the non-living characters. When those are present outside the cell, those are simply act as a non-living crystals. But there are 2 important living characters. They live in only living cells. Okay, so that host protoplasm is required to synthesis of their own proteins. So they are able to maintain the genetic integrity. Those can be transmit the genetic material from one cell to the another cell. It maintain the genetic integrity and also able to cause mutations. It is also cause mutations. మనం మందులు వాడుతూ ఉంటే దానిలో మ్యూటేట్ అయిపోతూ ఉంటుంది, సడన్ చేంజెస్ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి, అందుకే మందులు పనిచేయవు. ఇప్పుడు సెకండ్ వేవ్ స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయింది కరోనాలో. డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ న్యూ స్ట్రెయిన్స్ ఆర్ అపియర్. సో న్యూ వేరియంట్స్ ఆర్ అపియర్, న్యూ స్ట్రెయిన్స్ ఆర్ అపియర్ బికాస్ దోస్ ఆర్ అండర్గోస్ టు మ్యుటేషన్. అందుకే వ్యాక్సిన్ వేయటం త్వరగా చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. ఓకేనా? సో దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో వెరీ వైరసెస్. ద టైప్ ఆఫ్ వైరసెస్ was first discovered by one of the scientists. His name Ivanovsky. He was first time says that tobacco mosaic virus is due to the some of the smallest organisms which are smaller than the bacteria. Followed by another scientist, Berzernik. So Berzernik is also concluded that is the sap is caused the టొబాకో మొజాయిక్ డిసీజ్ ఆన్ ద టొబాకో. ఇది ఫ్లూయిడ్ అనుకొని నేనేమన్నాడు అంటే కంటాజియం వైవం ఫ్లూయిడమ్. బట్ ఇన్ 1935 అనదర్ సైంటిస్ట్ కాల్డ్ W.M. Stanley, he was the first person to isolate and crystallize the tobacco mosaic virus. It is a rod-shaped virus, crystalline form of the tobacco mosaic virus. ఈ టొబాకో మొజాయిక్ వైరస్ని ఫస్ట్ టైం క్రిస్టలైన్ ఫామ్ చేసింది W.M. Stanley. He was concluded that viruses are not liquid, it's not a sap or liquid, but it is a solid particles. Okay, after onwards another scientist, Frankel Conrad, he was concluded that the TMV containing the genetic material is RNA, ribonucleic acid. The genetic material of the TMA is the ribonucleic acid. The type of viruses are cause the different types of diseases in plants, animals, human beings. Nowadays coronavirus, dengue fever and HIV, human immunodeficiency virus, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS ఉంది కదా, that is also caused by HIV virus. All are the viral infections. ఇవన్నీ ఎందుకు మనం ఎరాడికేట్ అవుతున్న స్మాల్ పాక్స్, చికెన్ పాక్స్ అనుకున్న ఇవి కూడా వైరల్ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్స్. వీటికంటే కూడా జస్ట్ కామన్ కోల్డ్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో వైరల్ ఇన్ఫెక్షన్. ఓకే, అయితే దీనిలో ఇంకా 2 బిట్స్ ఉన్నాయి అకార్డింగ్ టు యువర్ సిలబస్. అవేంటి అంటే వైరాయిడ్స్ and another one prions. First one viride. You know that one virus containing 2 components, protein coat, that is called capsid, and also genetic material, nucleic acid. That nucleic acid either DNA or RNA. But some viruses have only nucleic acid, only nucleic acid without protein coat. Those are called virides. 2020 NEET bit, NEET 2020 bit. Okay, na? So only definition of the viroids. Some of the viruses having only the genetic material and a nucleic acid without a protein code. It was first discovered by T.O. Diner. T.O. Diner. ఇంతకీ ఏంటి ఆ న్యూక్లిక్ యాసిడ్ అంటే దట్ ఈస్ ద సింగిల్ స్టాండర్డ్ RNA. That is only the single stranded RNA. It causes the different types of diseases. So ఇక్కడ కనుక చూస్తే మనకి 2 diseases ఉన్నాయి. One is called potato spindle tumor virus. That is there in your book. Potato spindle tumor virus. And another one is not there in your book. That is called citrus exocartosis virus. Those are the viroids. And also another one, virus and protein coat and capsid. But viroids means only nucleic acid, that is the ssRNA. So without protein coat. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చెప్దామంటే some of the infectious agents having only protein coat without nucleic acid, that type of ones are called prions. Those are called prions. These are also cause the different types of diseases in plants and animals. For example, mad cow disease in cattle, and also scrapie disease in cows and buffaloes. So when we are eating that flesh or meat, that is so that meat of the buffaloes, we are eating by that meat of the buffaloes, so that prions are enter into in our body and cause one of the dangerous disease in human beings. The disease name is called Creutzfeldt-Jacobs disease. అంటే ప్రియాన్స్ ఉన్న ఏది బఫ్లో మీట్ని మనం గనక తింటే వాటి ద్వారా మనకి ప్రియాన్స్ వస్తాయి. ఆ ప్రియాన్స్ విల్ కాజ్ ద Creutzfeldt-Jacobs disease in humans.